Now, she is warning CDS Musa, Nigeria, and those politicians in the East that are betraying and killing the innocent Biafrans. As regards to, as the women has come and cry out that the soldiers should be withdrawn in the East, because instead of them to protect, they are even causing more harm. You understand? So, of which all these things, yes, Donald Trump.
Ngozi come out to woo Donald Trump, during woo Donald Trump, and at the same time, she has vowed to disgrace and put to shame Nigeria leaders, the CDS Musa themselves, Tinubu, and those holding Biafra back. She said they are lobbying with so many countries to make sure that Biafra go. Kumuyi pray for Trump himself. We've seen Nathan Abasi perform and snatch. What's your take as regards this?
Yeah, glory be to God. It's one of the best things that I want to hear. And that is one of the best things that I've been waiting to hear. And that is one of the best things that I am preparing, and today is happening. Yes, Kumuyi have prayed for Donald Trump. Good, it's a good news as a man of God. And Donald Trump is a man who loves Christ. Remember in one of the interviews, they asked him, you are the most popular person. He said, no, the most popular person on earth is our Lord Jesus Christ. That is to tell you the respect that he has for Christ. Now, Nathan Abasi too, a Christian musician, has performed too from the Biafra. Is my brother. They have all performed to the glory of God. And today, Trump has finally assumed the office, which people like a Nigerian country, nation, and the other nation never wished him to be there. You understand? But finally, what God is written is written. Whom God has blessed, nobody can curse. You understand me? I am happy. And based on what you have said, that Ngozi Arabeze concerning the Nigeria, yes, Ngozi Arabeze threw it openly. She did not hide it. She did not hide it. She said it, and she said that Nigeria should not see it, nor take it like the former old war, civil war, the way it happened. That even those that are involved in that war are still aware, and they are still, those that are in support even to Biafra are still part of it. But currently now, there is more than as we had before during the war. So there are more countries, more nations, more people have done what they have done, given their support. That she and her team and the Biafrans, Biafran team, I could remember, was it not? Yeah, it was this month where, Turkey, you understand, Turkey Prime Minister as well, welcoming the Biafrans, you understand, welcoming them, acknowledging and agreeing with times with them, rejoicing with them on what the step they are taking, So she is now clearing it and saying that there are more support to Biafra. That Nigeria should not think that this time around will be like of the past. The Biafrans of today is not Biafran of yesterday during the war. And the Gowon have already said that many years ago, even before now. And Ngozi is now reminding everybody, Nigerians, he said this direct to CDS Musa. He said it to Nigeria, and he said this to all the Eastern politicians. Are you getting it? He issued a warning that this time around more countries are lobbying together, and Nigeria will get it to heart. And Nigeria will do what? Get it to heart in diaspora, because the people that are coming supporting today is not like the before. So the Biafran have more support now than ever before. You understand? So, and which you and I know, intensively in the Aso Rock, between Aso Rock and the National Assembly of the United States of America, that Biafra now is the heat. You understand? Is the heat after, after the war between Ukraine and Russia, the next heat on ground now is Biafra. You understand? So now she is warning CDS Musa, Nigeria, and those politicians in the East that are betraying and killing the innocent Biafrans. As regards to as the women has come and cry out that the soldiers should be withdrawn in the east, because instead of them to protect, they are even causing more harm. You understand? So of which all these things, yes, Donald Trump, I believe, will, regards to this cry of the women, he will look into it, and the woman too, being Ngozi and the Biafra in diaspora, will be pushing it. And as we have been pushing it, and this time around, God help, we will, at the end of the tunnel, the light of God will shine so bright. Before the end of the 4 years of term of Donald Trump, I know something positively will take place. Because one of the Zionists have already written, they wrote, the Zionists in America, they wrote to Donald Trump direct, and reminding Nigeria that it is high time they should allow these people to go. Who are the people? Biafrans. That if Southern Sudan can be separated from Sudan, say there is no reason why Nigeria should not allow Biafra to exist, to separate from them. It's not a sin and it's not a crime. It is the normal thing, because we have paid the price and we have met up the deal.
Well, I said, do you think why Nigeria is going down? Is it because of what is happening in the southeast? Do you think that Nigeria, because of the I will not say the injustice against the southeasterners, is that why you think? Is that why you think Nigeria is going down?
It's going down, and it will continue to go down. When Pharaoh start to go against the children of Israel, Egypt start to go down. As Nigeria continue to marginalize the Igbos, Nigeria will continue to sink. It's a reality. And that is the pure truth. And that is why you, Mr. Moderator, you yourself, you can see what is happening, what is going on. As of 2010 till now, are you not seeing a very big mess and different in Nigeria? The 2017, 27, and 20 that ended in 2015, go and check that period, then and bring it now. You will tell me and you will agree with me that yes, Nigeria is actually going down instead of moving forward. Why? Because they are wrong in testifying against the Easterners. Their acts, their perception against the East, the Easterners, the attitude towards the Easterners, the wrong which they are doing to the Easterners is telling on them on the other side. You understand? Because I must tell you the truth, take it or you leave it. Many people have said this thing. One data man have said it one time, many years ago. He said, any country you travel and you did not see Igbo man there, please come up for that country no be good country. And that is the truth. Any country you travel and you did not see Igbo man there, come up for the country. It's not a good place to be. You understand? And any country you see Igbo man, please stay there, because grace of Igbos covers you. The grace of Igbo man covers you. Anywhere we see ourselves, go and checkmate. Any country Igbos embrace like this, that country is blessed. Any side Igbos embrace like this, that place is blessed. You will see them explode. Look at, do you know Finland before? Is Finland as popular as this before? They're not as popular as this.
Is the Igbos are the Igbos the one that dominates Finland?
No, in terms of, excuse me, when you embrace, not be by in terms of dominance. I'm talking about when you embrace grace, it will speak in your land. Alexandra, the Prime Minister of Finland, embrace the Igbos, embrace Biafra. Don't you see the level of Finland today? In terms of popularity announcement, do you know the kind of investors that Biafrans brought to Finland today, the popularity. Do you know, as I'm talking to you now, many people now, because of Biafra issue, travel to Finland. They don't have it as the agenda to go there. But now, because of Biafra, they are traveled there. And now they have visited that place, they are now having second thought. And that second thought is going back to Finland and invest. Going back to Finland and establish. Going back to Finland and do one or two things to partner with them. You understand? That is the grace that Easterners carry. Now God will give them. And that's so it be. I will not lie to you. Even you, the Mr. Moderator, check it. Even on this media, go to on the television, you understand, on the TV station, go to radio station, go to even churches. Go to churches. The churches, including the Redeemed today. Including Redeemed today. If he goes to the Biafrans, the Southeast, pull out of Redeem, Redeem will collapse. I'm telling you, go and check the statistics.
It might be balance.
Go and check the, excuse me.
There's Yoruba, there's Igbo.
I'm telling you, go and check the statistics.
Me personally, I feel Redeem is dominated by the South.
And now listen again. Go to, what is it called? Mountain of Fire. When you go to Mountain of Fire today, that's why the one of their pastors specifically embraced one particular part of the Igbos called the Ebonyis. You understand? That was last year. You understand? Go there, you will see the impact. And let me not even speak much. You since you say you are not sure of that. I want to, in Lagos State, as a state, as we are standing now, the economy of Lagos State, if they are making 100, the Eastern and the Biafrans are contributing 75 to the development of Lagos State, to the development of Abuja, development of Kaduna, and in Nigeria as a whole. But in the Southeast on their own, there is no government strength. There is no government empowerment. Everything you see in the Southeast is by individual effort, individual strength, individual ability. Nothing like government, federal power. Nothing like federal support. Nothing like federal strength. So, my dear brother, give me this Biafra and give me 10 years. Baba, you will love to come to look for visa to come to Biafra. And that time, I will, if I see your face, I will double it.
Which face?
If I see the face of you, Mr. Moderator, I will double, I will increase the visa price.
We know we are one, so
okay, are you not agreeing with me? We are one. Okay.
Because the place I would love to visit. So but lastly, Trump, Dr. Ngozi now with Trump and Putin and the other world leaders there in US. Do you think with this finally, do you think that
yes, it's an opportunity?
Clear?
You understand me? This is an opportunity. This is the point to meet. Let me hear from you direct. You understand? One-on-one. Phone call and written notes, is different from mouth to mouth talk. One-on-one talk, eyeball to eyeball talk. You understand? There is an adage my people say, "Okuna sanya." You understand? Talk. They respect eye. This time around is talk eye to eyeball, talk to talk. So Putin is somebody I respect. Do you know how I respect somebody like Putin? Putin, look at what happened in Niger. When ECOWAS, headed by Tinubu, wanted to support, Putin supported them. Oh yeah, come. And Nigeria couldn't go. And as I speak to you again, even Putin himself is the same military support. Is giving it to Biafra. You don't know? Just wait. Hold on. It's just a question of time. Is giving it to Biafra. Because Trump has come. Because Putin is a friend. And Putin is a man that when he supported Niger, He never asked them anything up to today. He never demanded anything from them till today. You understand? Then tell me, which of the Europeans can do that? Help you without demanding anything as collateral? Which of the Europeans? But Putin has done that, proving that is a man of integrity principle and is a man that like working like his friend, Donald Trump. Discipline is the key. You understand? So this is the best time and this is the best way and the great opportunity has been given. And I know by the special grace of God, before the expiring of 4 years or within these 4 years, something positively concerning Biafra will finally emerge, especially in the maltreatment on the Easterners, the Biafrans, and that of Musa in unlawful detention by the Nigerian DSS. France, I'm not surprised, being the superhead, but at the same time, Finland too want to clear their conscience. They want to clear the world, they want to clear the EU, and they want to clear everybody, including Nigeria themselves, that this man you are accusing of terrorism is not a terrorist. Despite the fact that he's our citizen, you are trying to tarnish the image.
Okay, according to a channel on YouTube, Okute Daily, he has come out and said that the Nigerian government, that's CDS Musa and Tinubu, paid heavily, to the European Union for them to arrest Simon Ekpa. That it was the European Union that applied pressure on Finland for them to arrest Ekpa. And one of the countries that was involved in this was France. So it says France was involved in this, and it said the European Union put massive pressure on that is the US European Union put pressure on Finland to finally arrest Ekpa. They said they were bribed, and if this money was invested in what in the economy, even food inflation would have gone down. What is your take as regards this?
God bless you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching us from. I remember humble self evangelist Benjamin Johnson is a snatchy, the Biafran evangelist, in whom I always air my view and the angle of the truth and nothing but the truth. Hear me and hear me clearly. The pure truth here is this. I have stated it clearly to us before that Finland is part of EU, European Union. And there are people that they hate anything, any good country hate anything attached with terrorism. You understand? So yes, if you say that Nigeria paid heavily, to European Union or to be precise, France, to make sure that they stop Simon Ekpa. Yes, I will not doubt, I will not disagree, because you can see how Mr. President traveled to France, where they were dancing, chopping money, and after the dancing, he came back, and the next thing he brought their drones to Nigeria and decided to, plant it in the northern and the eastern region, instead which the northerners rebuked him that time and said he should take it to their, to the west. I'm not surprised if such a country like France was one of the people that Nigeria used to persuade Finland against Simon Ekpa. But at the same time, let me tell you, on the contrary, they themselves being the Finland, being the part of the EU, and at the same time the part of NATO, they joined NATO in 2001. You understand? So they themselves, as a good nation, they wouldn't want anything their name to be attached at anything called terrorism. So they have to do a thorough investigation and a thorough justice pertaining to what terrorism. But quite fortunate that it's unfortunate that at the end of the day, the Nigerian who propagated all the whole thing have come out to withdraw such statements, such allegation, accusation on Simon Ekpa, because it's like they did not actually understand the implication of what that will tell on them if eventually that the young man was vindicated. So that was why when they now grabbed the clue of what shall before them, they decided to withdraw it. It's not longer terrorists as they say, but it was a cyber. That's how Nigeria ended it. It was what? A cyber thing, not as the, So, and France, I'm not surprised, being the superhead. But at the same time, Finland too want to clear their conscience. They want to clear the world, they want to clear the EU, and they want to clear everybody, including Nigeria themselves, that this man you are accusing of terrorism is not a terrorist. Despite the fact that he's our citizen, you are trying to tarnish the image of, somebody of the caliber of Simon Ekman and his position in Finland. If somebody of that, that position is could be involved in terrorism, that means Finland themselves is not safe. They are at risk, so they can be, disturbed or attacked at any given time. If this young man is actually a terrorist, being a former commander in their army for years, the same time now, controlling one of the political position, you understand, in the state, in the land, in the country, you know what that means. So it will not speak good in that country called Finland. You understand? So they are definitely exposed to danger. So that's why they have to take their time thoroughly to investigate everything pertaining to Simon Ekman. And that is why after doing this, they're now telling Nigeria, you can come out and defend what you have said, and Nigeria are going back.
They're going back.
They are going back.
Well, in time past, we've heard in the media where it was alleged that Nigeria use the oil and gas to bribe Finland as regards arresting Simon
They
Ekpa.
use it, yes, to bribe their way to make sure they stop Simon Ekpa of what he intend to do. And the intention of Nigeria was to stop the declaration. You understand? That was held last year, December 2nd. You understand? Nigeria planned and plotted many things in different ways, in different angles, just to stop the young man. But it's quite unfortunate to Nigeria that in the game that they played, at the end of the day, they failed. They couldn't achieve it. But because the Biafra issue, the whole world saw it, witnessed it, and many nations welcome it. Many nations agreed. And let me tell you, that is to tell you that Nigeria, I'm sorry to say this, I wonder sometimes when I sit down, I begin to think about this country, I used to ask myself, how do these people, how do we reason? How do we think? How do we reason things?